The effects of war on terror has devastated the lives of many Americans in many different ways. Hello, I'm David Melendez, and I'll be telling you about PTSD on the war on terror. So, some of our veterans aren't able to enjoy their benefits once they come back home. They fought a long time out in the war. They've had a lot of issues with that, with losing friends, with losing even just their mental battles. Because it's not always that you're losing something, you're not always hit. Sometimes it's mentally. Sometimes when people have PTSD, they feel as though there's no out. They feel as though that no one is there to help them. No one understands them except for their fellow military men. But even that, they don't understand. You lose a friend in the battle, you had a special connection with that person. There's no coming back from that. So you can feel like you're all alone. So what I'm here to do today is I'm here to make it possible for the men and women of our armed forces to finally come home and live their lives to the fullest. So that way they can enjoy their time off after they've given so much already. Now, one of the inherencies is that every day 22 veterans take their lives. So that's or a suicide attempt at least, and that's with PTSD. That's it. Every single day, and that's been happening since we've been in war. It's in the 2000s. Every day, 22 lives are almost taken. What's happening is that they're coming home and they're not getting their benefits. The VA is very difficult. You don't always get your benefits immediately. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it's faster. But you can never really tell. And those who are really in need don't always get the help that they need. Now, with all this, it's hard for them. They don't know what to do. They can't help themselves because they're already injured. Mentally, they're trying to fight everything. Now, according to the Department of Veteran Affairs, 6 out of 10 males will come back with PTSD. On average, every deployed man, 6 out of the 10 men will come back. That's over half of them coming back with PTSD. And it's about half for women. It's saying that 5 out of every 10 women are going to come back with PTSD. Like I said earlier, the 22 veterans that take their lives daily is a huge issue because it's so many veterans that are losing their lives just because they can't get the help that they need, because they feel alone, because they're just injured from all that they've done. Over 200,000 members of the military have been diagnosed with PTSD since the War on Terror. 200,000 men and women. Now, some people would argue it's usually anti-military governments or agencies that feel as though veterans should not even receive benefits, that they're warmongers, that they are going out there and they're just hurting innocent people for no reason. And so with that, they're trying to disable the benefits. But what they don't realize is that they're able to say those negative things towards our military because of the sacrifices that our military members make to them. So now they could say that. So the biggest issue with that is obviously we need them there to fight. Me being a service member, I know that when someone is angry at me for being in the military, it's because I'm giving them the tools to do that. Otherwise they'd be in a dictatorship and they wouldn't be able to. Now, there are some steps that we could do to take to solve these problems. And what I hope to accomplish is that we can raise awareness and make it so in that way they can go back to their civilian lives and live a regular life. So one of the programs is Call a Veteran. You can look it up online. It's very simple. You just phone a veteran, just talk to them, see how they're doing. It's kind of weird, but it's rewarding. Like when I call my Marines from wherever they are, it's nice to talk to them. It helps me out when I'm stressing out. It helps them out when they're stressing out. We have a fundraiser called Walk for 22 fundraiser. That is where it's usually in military. We wear our silkies, which is our workout gear, and we go walking just to raise awareness for it. Because a lot of people don't realize that 22 veterans a day will kill themselves. Now, one of the things that we could try to do is the VA has a lot of issues with the benefits, like I was saying earlier. VA is taking too long. VA isn't helping them out fully. Some people don't even get their benefits. Some people are injured and they don't get it. So what we could do is we could petition to reform the VA and able to help the situation. So now we remake the program. They're able to reorganize everything and really prioritize for our veterans better. And so, thank you. Any questions?
No. Good job.
Just ask a random question.
Where do you get that number, 22?
22. That's the Department of Veteran Affairs.
That's 22
Veterans alive are taken.
lives are taken or suicide attempts?
Suicide attempt. Lives lost. Suicide lost. Thanks.